Welcome back, audience. I've got Brett Hundley, and we're going to do rapid fire, so hopefully he doesn't cry or piss on himself here. So, all right, Brett, what are you reading or listening to right now that you think the audience would enjoy? Like, what do you use for do you podcast? Do you listen to books? What do you do?
Usually, if I do anything, I used to be a huge reader, avid reader. Now, with time constraints, I just try to listen. I try to watch YouTube videos on what I want to learn that day while I'm working out.
And what is it? Is it business leadership? Like, what do you do? Self-improvement? What?
A lot of business leadership. If I'm learning things I need to learn about, I'll watch those. And a lot of it is leadership, management, just any of the topics, even self-help. I was huge on that a couple years back. And I feel like in stages of life, it transitions.
I think we all as individuals go in. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you can't use a spouse on this answer.
Okay.
Sorry, wifey poo.
Yeah.
If you could meet any person for dinner, who would it be and why?
Man, I would have to say I guess I have met. Actually, Will Smith. Will Smith.
Really?
Yeah, Will Smith. Why? Because I grew up watching him. I mean,
you almost could be a clone for him.
Thank you. Look, I've got him.
You get a little tighter haircut.
I appreciate this. I mean, I hope everybody believes this.
Yeah?
I do, but Will Smith for sure. I was about to say it's always been Denzel Washington. I got to meet him at UCLA.
Oh wow!
So Will Smith, it got to be second.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And you can't use football for this one either.
Oh man.
What sport would you compete in if you were in the Olympics?
It's sort of hard not to say basketball, but I sort of want to go with like. I did in high school. Like, I could probably have been LeBron James maybe, but I'll say, man,
you have to cut that one off.
I'll say maybe golf.
See, now you're talking.
See, I could do that.
All right, what movie could you watch over and over again?
Oh, Avatar.
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's I could watch, and Dune. Dune to me is a great movie. I could watch that all the time.
My kid will like you for that one.
Yeah.
All right, a little softer on the answer.
Right.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Great. I would say, you take back to Maya Angelou, but how I made people feel when I connected with people, whether it be business, personal, foundation, just knowing that I was always there for people and making sure that, I always put a smile on somebody's face, and I'm always going to smile.
This one's personal again too.
Okay.
How do your parents describe you to other people? Or like explain like who you are, what you do, all that kind of stuff.
Oh man, yeah.
Proud of you? Are they
embarrassed by you? Proudest. My dad.
Oh, I don't even know that guy.
Yeah. My dad, man, and my mom, they're both very ecstatic, always. And they always get a joy when they hear somebody, oh, Brett Hundley's your son? Yeah. They go crazy. But yeah, I would say they always start with football. And then now, getting into the next life of things, talk about the foundation and the other companies.
You might have already answered this way back when we had the podcast, but I have to ask anyway. What occupation would you have liked to have tried, or were you destined for, other than what you're doing now?
Great. That's a great one. Man, that's...
Because you kind of said you wanted to be an anesthete.
Yeah, and that's what I was...
Was there anything else that came out in later...
Not sports. Not sports.
Not sports?
I'm telling you, I would have loved to play like a basketball or golf. Because golf, you can play...
Then get your ass up at that pro-am.
I can't do it.
They just did at Tahoe.
Oh no, those are really good guys. I got to really, really practice in golf.
You can be Barkley.
I'm still in my Kilgrass phase.
You can't be Barkley.
Yeah, no. Maybe not that bad. His swing is awful.
Okay. Let's see what's next. Here's a. This is my deep cerebral question.
Okay.
What did you learn recently? Like, have you had an aha moment in the last few years? Like where you just look and go, wow, I just learned something prophetic or profound. I mean,
minus, and this might sound crazy because again, I used it in football, but I never thought it would. I knew it would translate, but you never think about it until somebody really puts it in your. So I would sort of bring up the conversation with the retired Army guy.
Oh,
where that was probably the most profound thing. Where I was like, all right, well, even if I'm starting from a lesser point than most people, where they're maybe went to school, did all this, I know I can catch up.
Okay, I like that. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, absolutely.
Guilty pleasure.
Absolutely.
Forget all your healthy eating.
Yeah, that's all soul food, man.
I love it. All right, what's your fondest memory as a kid? What's the first thing that pops in your head?
Throwing a football with my pops, playing Pop Warner. Those.
Your dad play?
Yeah, he played. Went to U of A.
Did he play pro?
No, didn't play pro. My dad went to U of A. Uncle went to Wichita State when they had a football program. Yeah, when they had a football program. They ain't got to know more. But yeah, I would say just growing up and playing football, that was always my joy.
You had good genetics.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I think you kind of already. All right. We'll never get off this topic, but I'll ask it anyway.
Right.
So you're a foodie. What's your, right now, not in the past, right now, what's your favorite foodie scene?
Oh, man. Favorite has to be.
Like either ethnic, a restaurant, something like that.
It would have to be when we were in Barcelona, just the amount of different cultures around there. I mean, I'm black. I've ate soul food my whole life. I had the best soul food in Barcelona.
Don't be telling Southern.
I'm telling you, man. And I've been to a lot of places and ate a lot of soul food. I had the best soul food I've ever had in Barcelona.
Plus some paella and some squiddy.
Yeah. See all that stuff. I love it all, man.
Good. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Do what you need to do what you want to do. My father. You say that growing up. Yeah, say that all the time.
Should get his ass on.
I know. He'd be funny. No, he's a funny character. He would have a great
time. This one, it's not a regret question, but just take it for what it's worth. What is the one thing you wish you could change about how you live?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say if there's one thing I could change, it would be that I'm not full-time traveling. I want to see every country in the world, man.
You're guilty.
Yeah, I want to see every country in the world. I'm on a mission. I got to do it. I got to do it.
All right, final one, my friend.
All right.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, that's a great one. My guilty pleasure has to be. Man, I eat so many sweets. It's a bad thing to say, but I eat a lot of sweets. Like, man, I am. My wife hates it. I'm a big, like, and not just like candy. I can't do candy, but like I'm talking like cheesecakes.
You're more like a baked sweets.
I'm a baked sweets. Give me the carbs. Like give me all of it. I need the ice cream with the cake, the cheesecake. That's me. Yeah.
What's your wife's name?
Khadijah.
You need to make sure he works out another hour or two. That's my call out to her on this. All right, thank you.
Oh man,
that's a wrap for rapid fire.
Oh man, guilty pleasure.